Hello there. How are you doing? That's my voice. We're playing Bug Fables again. I should probably mix it up one of these days and probably play something new. But currently we're in the middle of like a very spooky area, as we like last saw our little adventures happening. Now, I don't think what we're going to be doing today is doing something super adventurous and like grinding in this area, because little that we do know, it doesn't seem like we're powerful enough to kind of like farm in this area. In the last area, I thought we were strong enough to kind of like farm the area for materials and all that kind of stuff. But in this area, it doesn't seem like we're all that powerful to do that. Maybe if we get another core like that, like maybe? Oh, this is where we actually find a way to break these rocks. These don't look like they'll budge. We're stuck already? This is bad. KABU. Okay then. Were you always this strong? We must save Maki. I cannot let anything happen to him. Well, yes, but how did you... Well, I remember how I felt when I'd be left alone. My helplessness there... Okay. Well, when I remember how it felt like to be alone, my helplessness here, I get so angry I can crush anything. You were alone. So let's go. We must hurry. You're not going to answer my question. Oi, what's with all this hopelessness talk? Everything always worked out fine. Why are you so frazzled? Just tell us. What's getting it to you? Alright. Very well. I will tell you the truth. I've spoken enough of how dreadful this place is. In my hometown, this place is regarded as the graveyard of naive explorers who have drowned before they noticed. My master, my friend Bit, and I, we wanted to see Bulgaria's vast and beautiful kingdom. Despite many warnings and to avoid the Lost Kingdom, we crossed the swamp. You can't mean... It speaks for itself, doesn't it? I'm the only one who made it. Even though I was a rookie, they made sure I would. KABU, why did you hide this from us? Yeah, you're always telling us that you're going to help us. There was no need. The pain of that journey, I wish to bury it, to overcome my regrets in a new life. At last I find myself back here, haunted. It's gonna be okay, KABU. We're gonna cross it together. Yeah. No one's getting left behind. We'll save Maki and get out. Just crossing. It's not enough. I wish to... KABU, come on. Say something. You're right. It's best we get past this cursed land together. It's a promise. Let's watch each other. You got it. Team Snack Mouse are ready to go. Leave. Thank you. Let us go. And I'm sorry. KABU's dash horn has now have... KABU's dash is now horn dash. Tab B twice to activate a rock destroying dash. Oh, he just has a different animation for it now. Instead of the normal, like, shuffle, it's like a Roadrunner-esque dash. Okay, makes sense. We have a healing area, so let's get into some fights. Oh man, that actually just destroyed it, like, flat out. Huh. Guess that's gonna be for a exploration here. Oh wow, like, I feel like we've seen this place before, weirdly enough. Man, these jumps are really precise, weirdly enough. I've never had jumps like these be so precise in this game so far. Well, you know, you gotta have one of everything, right? I wonder if I'll get like a super flip with my horn. Does horn dash actually increase the amount of damage my horn dash now does? No, I don't think so. It would be cool if it did, though. Okay, that should probably let us do some damage here. Oh, these are always considered bosses in some way? That's very odd. We're running out of items, because isn't like Hustle Candy our last item? Yeah, we're fairly running out of items. We don't have any healing items either. That's it is a bit concerning. Also, these bugs look like they're made out of leaves, but I know like bugs exist like that actually look like they're made out of leaves. Don't know if like it's fully that is the case, but you know, I've seen some bugs that look like that. Will this do more damage? I think like KABU's Heavy Strike will do more damage. I think we calculated this before. I think we have. I'm not too sure if we have. No, I don't think little buggy boy is gonna be able to do damage here. We'll swap over to KABU and KABU will flip him over so he can actually do damage. Huh, that is a lot of like protection that little bugger has. He also used to take increased damage from KABU. Yikes. Didn't know he had a full frontal assault attack. Let's see here. I almost hit the wrong button by mistake. I keep doing that. Now we do have our plant, little plant, so he's gonna take care of the rest of this for us. That's good. That's good. Do we level up from that? Actually, yeah, we do. Weirdly enough. Well, first start of the episode, I've already got like a level up here. I will have some questions though. Why is KABU hiding this from his team? Like, obviously this is like a harsh pain, but it seems kind of odd for like a stoic hero like him to hide something like this from his friends. But it's understandable, I guess, because, you know, he's KABU. He's always supposed to be the guy that, like, looks after his friends, but if he's not able to do that, then that's just going to bring issues for everyone, and he doesn't want to bring issues for everyone, and I guess I get it. It's just kind of, like, sad that, like, that's how KABU is mentally going through a lot of stuff. But, again, like, it's not like it's super different than what I expected. It's just, it's sad that, like, KABU has to do this in order for him to feel, like, a little bit more assured of himself. I get it. But I'm also sad that KABU has to go, like, do this kind of stuff. Because he thinks it's okay to, like, hide his emotions like this. And it's, it kind of speaks to a lot of, like, other issues a lot of people have about general life problems. And I understand it. Like, if you don't know, this happens a lot with, oh, how do I explain this? Because it's a hard concept to explain. It's similar to how, like, manliness in, like, day-to-day life is kind of, like, perpetrated in this whole, like, teeter-totter of, like, you have to be the best man possible, because if you're not the best man, then you're not going to be seen as the best person at all times. And you always got to take the pain as it comes. You always got to be the best of the best. And if you aren't the best of the best, then you're not worth anything. And I think that's kind of a toxic mentality that, like, KABU carries. But I guess, again, we're exploring that topic and trying to see, like, why this is an issue. Because it is an issue. We can see it in KABU's face. Like, this is a huge issue. Now, I do want to use Hard Charge, but I don't want to put it on, like, V, because V's our main healer. I think I'm going to be putting it on, V. Leaf is going to get it. I think Leaf is going to get it. I could put it on KABU, but KABU's turns are more or less, like, used to either disrupt the enemy's turn, or specifically try to do a setup with, like, a good medium amount of damage. Although I could use Hard Charge to kind of pass KABU's turns whenever I need him to, like, leave an enemy frozen. Yeah, we'll give it on KABU. I think KABU can use it. And the last point we'll put on is on Deep Taunt for now. Yeah, we'll put it on Deep Taunt for now. I removed Spiky Body because it seems like Spiky Body has fallen off. It's not that it's a bad skill, it's more like Spiky Body itself is not a great skill when it comes to dealing damage, since it only does damage to enemies that commit contact. And that's the big issue with, like, contact-focused moves, because it's not always going to work. Let's see here. Now, I think we could do Ice Fall, we could do Frigid Coffin. Either one will work in this scenario. Yeah, either one will work here. Right. There's that feature of, like, these animals. If you don't know, that this is what I'm talking about. They have this feature of, like, being able to counteract any type of damage done to their friends, because then they just gain damage after that. Which is why I'm swapping back to Leaf and having him do Frigid Coffin again, because I don't want to deal with, like, more damage than I'm, like, able to deal with. Oh, no, that's bad. Well, it doesn't matter how much damage we do. Oh, right, she can't pass her turn back. She can't kill? Can she kill? No, wait, she can. 2 damage. Well, if I do Tornado Toss here, the little baby Little baby plant. Rowdy. I forget. I call him Rowdy, didn't I? Oh, there's no name display. Sad. What did I name my little pet? Forgot. Maybe the comments will remind me, if you guys do remember that. Why'd you put on Team Disparity specifically? Just to, like, make sure we can heal after every match. Wish there was a TP healer one. That would be a lot better than, you know, health healing. There was a badge I was looking at back in, like, the city of, like, reduce your attack, increase your defense. And I'm thinking about either putting that on KABU for, like, more, super good blocking, or specifically putting it on V to stop her from ever, like, falling down in the middle of combat, just to make sure she survives every combat encounter and heals the most possible in every combat encounter. No, it seems kind of, like, counterintuitive to put, like, one of the possible best damage dealers in the entire team on the back end of, like, doing the least amount of damage, but I think Leaf right now is the one that deals the most damage currently. Mostly because you see how I've been, like, kind of using Leaf's skills of, like, being able to stun an opponent so easily and just using that to just deal as much damage as possible without having to rely on much else. Because Leaf's freezing skill is just so powerful. If I can, like, give Leaf the ability to have a higher chance to freeze incoming opponents, I would take that within a heartbeat. Like, that would just be the perfect bonus for all of this. The only issue with that kind of stuff is that, I would have to... that wouldn't be cheap. I'm guessing it would roughly cost, like, 5 or maybe, like, 6 badge points in order to increase Leaf's freezing ability. If he can get the basic attack to do a freeze, that'd be great.
Lower yourselves. What's the matter? Just listen to me and do it.
That thing was huge.
That shape. It must be that cursed beast. You mean the one that... Look, it seems that not have noticed us. With some luck, we'll avoid it, KABU. Yeah, we'd better get a move on. Avoid it? No. Not this time.
This is like really having an anime moment for, like, KABU. Of, like, you think I'm backing down from a fight on the thing that killed my family? Nah. I'm not backing away from anything. It's that kind of vibe I'm getting from KABU right now, and it's, oh, it's majorly concerning. Like, it's substantially very concerning that KABU's taking this stand of, like, I need to kill this fucking thing. Because it shouldn't survive. And that, to me, little sad that, like, KABU's beginning to be this insane about, like, his position in, should I or shouldn't I kill this? But, I mean, it's understandable because, you know, he's literally kind of gone off the deep end, it seems. Alright, this shouldn't do that much damage. Yeah, fucking... It's a ranged attacker. He really doesn't have that much damage compared to, like, the rest of his team. Weirdly, it seems like they buffed the rest of his team more than they buffed him in hard mode. It is very odd. I'd like to use Heavy Toss a lot more, weirdly enough. Still wishing on that whole, like, TP increase of, like, just after every battle you gain, like, at least 4 TP. That'd be great. Oh, this doesn't look that fun. Oh, this doesn't look that fun at all. Holy shit. Alright, let's kill this guy. Oh, that's very bad. Heavy throw? Ka-chow. Fuck. I didn't realize I could do myself 3 damage like that. That is, really bad. Well, that worked out very well, actually, weirdly enough. We'll do Ice Fall here. We might have to go back and, like, start, gaining a little bit more of our TP back, because, we're a little low. Kinda wish we had, like, more TP at our disposal. It's not very easy to get that much TP, though. That should kill, yeah. Do that. And then you give him a little bit of whack. Perfect. Got a little heal after that, but I'm probably gonna remove Team Heal. Because it doesn't seem like that useful, compared to just, like, recovering TP. Because if we recover TP, we don't have to go back that often. Although, it does... I mean, we do have, like, the area here. Let me, we could probably replace, like, Team Heal with something else useful. XP booster, I mean, I'd like that, but, actually, TP plus exists. Yeah. Yeah, why not? I guess I put in some HP buffs on some of our teammates, but I don't think that's necessary. At least I don't think so. Maybe it might be necessary. Tell me in the comments. Like, you speak up, tell me in the comments. Do you think HP is more, like, important than TP? Because right now what I'm thinking is, like, HP is a stat that, like, lets us live for as long as possible. But as long as we can be able to super guard something effectively, or be able to do as much damage as possible within a turn to kind of stuff the opponent's turn, or, you know, just plainly freeze them, we wouldn't need to worry about all this, unnecessary usage of, like, just having HP. Because all we need is HP through, like, pass the, what is it, the skill check? What do they call it in Elden Ring? Like, in order to pass the skill check, we have to make sure we can take this much damage and not die. And if we die from it, then we failed the skill check. But if we live from it, then we pass the skill check. Which also kind of makes me kind of, like, kind of weirded. Because, if you don't know, this game doesn't seem to have, like, a high HP threshold for a lot of its enemies. And it seems that a lot of the enemies in this game have, like, a lower base HP than most of the enemies in, like, Thousand Year Door. And I think mainly that comes from, because Thousand Year Door actually gives you damage upgrades. This game doesn't give you damage upgrades. I kind of like that, but I'm also kind of, like, weirdly sad about that as well. It's a very, like, strange kind of ground that I'm taking here, because it's not great, but it's not bad either. It's in this kind of, like, middle ground of, like, I like that I can get damage grades and, like, damage upgrades in A Thousand Year Door and have my character feel like they're growing stronger and stronger in every battle. But I also understand the problem with that kind of, like, design, because it comes at the cost of, like, making the character feel like it's just growing with the story as it goes on. And the character at the start of the game doesn't feel like the character at, like, the last part of the game, because you got all these upgrades make you so much more powerful, and you really don't have to invest that much into strategy, because all you need to do is hit as hard as possible, and that's all you need, which is kind of like the strategy I have currently, but it's not the strategy that, like, takes over everything. It's in, like, this weird purgatory of, like, it's good, but it's not the be-all end-all. Crystal Berry! It's an interesting design, definitely. It's an interesting design talking point, because it's not, like, the be-all, end-all of, like, how design should work, but it's not bad, either. It's the same way how I feel about just, like, how... It's so weird to, like, kind of conversate this, like, topic. Because it's not like it's super easy to just say, like, oh, this is how I like my characters to, like, kind of act like... Alright, this is gonna be a weird fight, because we have to take care of the guy in the back, because he gains more damage the more, like, the guy in the front gets damaged. But we have to kill the guy in the front, because he can do a lot of damage all in one hit. If I give up one of KABU's turns for him to, like, use charge... Is that, like, a TP skill? It is. It costs 5 HP? Maximum charge. Ooh. It gives a maximum charge. Hold on, I'm gonna look this up, because there's no way I'm gonna, like, do enough tests for, like, this to be accurate. So let me do a little bit of, like, a looking up here. Sure. Firefox is updating. Oh my fucking lord. Alright, let me see here. So, bug, Fables, hard charge. So let me see here. Risky, what allows, will drain a lot of HP. There is one hard charge available, okay. Which grants it costs 5 HP. So the HP cost is always 5. So I can probably boost my HP a lot more and get more out of this. I think we'll actually do the hard charge here. Yeah. Then we'll give one of these turns back to KABU, and KABU can, like, actually do an attack here. Which is probably going to be Frozen Drill. Oh my god, Boulder Toss actually would be really good, weirdly enough. Yeah, let's do Boulder Toss. up, A, left, right, left. Yeah, I mean, like, it worked out very well. And Leaf, you can do Tornado Toss on the guy in the back. Three, four. That's a kill. And let's hope V can actually hit this one in the front. Froze your coffin. Didn't freeze. Got a TP increase from that. Yeah, this will do 1 damage. Although we will get hit for like a meaty hit. Yikes. That is that's a chunky one. That is a very much a chunky one. I think I'll be also giving up like V's turn here to specifically heal him up. Because again, this doesn't cost items, it's just secret stash, so we like are like healing him a fair bit. This is kind of you know, a little bit grating though. Gonna have to take another hit from here. Yikes. Got a TP heal out of that. He's healing up though. Kind of wish we could use secret stash out of combat. I kind of wish they added that in this game. Let it be, like, known if your developers are, like, watching the series, and if you are, thank you, but you really don't have to. But if you are watching this series, think about possibly adding a system in place in the video game that just gives... oh my god, they aren't kidding when they said this, right? No way. There's no way, like, this is what the game is telling me to do. It is. Is it? Bro, what the fuck? What's that? Oh, that is very interesting. Oh, okay. Well, what is that? What's that little number? Excuse me? What is this? A clear bomb. Everyone in battle. Now that is interesting. I did not expect to actually see something like that. Now, how exactly do we get to that platform up there? Is there like an entrance on the way over there? No, it doesn't seem like it. No. That's probably to like a secret boss or something. We would have to like have another skill in order to get over there, I'm guessing. Yeah, there's no way that's the way we're supposed to go. But yeah, like, have the ability, if there is a healing move, to like use it outside of battle. Christ. Yikes. Yeah, she's not looking too good. Richard Coughlin, this fucker. Hopefully this works. Think. And I think she will have to do Tornado Toss here, just so she can do a little bit more damage. Oh wow, this is gonna actually do a lot more damage. Not too much more damage, but you know, a little bit more. Will this kill actually? No, sadly. Little baby boy only does 2. Well, that was a very harsh scream. The hell? Right. Secret stash yourself, V. And you give up your turn to V, so you can start secret stashing everyone else. Like you. Yeah, this is not doing too well. Why did I do that? Yikes. We can't use Frozen Drill, as much as that would be really great in this scenario. Great, that did a good 5. Can we kill this turn? We actually can? Yikes. Clear Bomb, why the hell did I choose that? Secret Stash, put it on, like, KABU. We're gonna actually, like, walk all the way back. I'm sorry. We just kind of have to. It's a little ridiculous. Yeah. A little ridiculous how much HP we wasted in this fight. If there's any, like, solace on that, like, that fight was ridiculous, dude. What the fuck? Is there, like, a yellow crystal coming up ahead? Because, like, I'm walking back. Besides, it gives us, like, a position to, like, have a conversation from. So, Another thing I wanted to, like, kind of criticize in this game, because, you know, this game is great, but there are some, like, talking points that I would like to conversate on, because it's not perfect, but I do want to give some conversational tips if the developers are wishing to, like, listen to mine. Possibly try to add a system in place that incentivizes, kind of like this, well, this is going to be hard to explain, because I don't want them to do, like, the thing that Paper Mario evolved into, which is basically turn the combat into a puzzle-solving scenario where you have to find out what, like, the enemies are, like, weak to and try to solve that, because they kind of already did that in this game. They just aren't doing it the same way that Paper Mario does it, where they literally just make the combat a puzzle-solving video game, where you have to solve these simple puzzles and try to design the game in a way where you're not fighting things. Instead, you're fighting against the fact that your resources are limited. So, in that scenario, they made Paper Mario into Resident Evil when Paper Mario was an RPG to start with, not, you know, Resident Evil, which, if you want to make an RPG that's like Resident Evil, you do what, what's that one game that, like, did that? It's made by the same people by Final Fantasy, Square Enix. I think it's called, like... It has to do something with, hold on, let me pull it up. Because I probably can find, like, this in, like, a few seconds. The fuck? What was that noise? Chondria. Video game. I didn't see the screen, so if you saw something, please give a comment. Oh yeah, Parasite Eve. That's essentially what the game is. Just Parasite Eve, the game. So if you want to play something like that, you play Parasite Eve, even though they made a different version of Parasite Eve, weirdly enough. Which was also very interesting to play. The second game was more resource intensive than, like, the first one. But again, like, the combat in this game kind of feels like the biggest thing you have to do is make sure you can kill your enemy in, like, one turn. And if you can do that, all you wasted was your TP. You did not waste any resources, you did not waste any, like, HP, so you can carry on to the next fight without having to worry about it. And I respect the game for, like, having this position of, like, hey, you're just gonna fight a bunch of enemies, so you gotta make sure you have enough resources to deal with all these enemies. And that's fine. It's just, it gets to the point where it's more, you gotta start cooking every time you enter a new chapter, and that doesn't seem all that fun. So unless they find a more speedier way to, like, kind of project your recipes in a more perfect way to make recipe gathering and recipe development, like, a lot easier instead of just, like, speeding up the cook, it would make resource gathering before the next chapter a lot simpler and a lot more, well, I guess you couldn't say fun. It's a lot more... Actually, this is moving slow for a reason. A lot more intuitive, I would say. Kind of my, like, thought process in this is the same reason why, like, I kind of wish I could, like, multi-target, like, recipes for me to, like, use in one turn, instead of having to, like, focus on a single turn of me having to use one recipe, because it gets kind of annoying. I will say this. It gets fairly annoying to have to go walk into, like, the bee's shop and hope to Jeebus that they're okay with, like, my recipe currently. Because if they're not okay with the recipe, then they're not going to get anything done. Because, like, why bother, like, doing all this, like, nonsense if they're just going to, like... If they're just going to do this one by one, and it's just going to take forever. Which, again, I don't want to say, like, I disrespect everyone that made this game. But I'm just going to say this flat out. I don't like how long it takes to prepare some recipes in some of these scenarios. And I understand the reason for it. Like, trust me, I do. It's just, I kind of wish it was just designed a little bit better. No fault, again. Like, no fault to developers. This is, like, their first time making this game. Or making this type of game. So, if there's some issues, that's okay. Like, those are okay things to, like, work on and push forward in the future. But that would be my only, like, kind of gripe with the game. Would be the, like, I kind of wish recipes were not as difficult as they are now to kind of procure. Oh, my. I would have never noticed that. Trust me. The only reason I got that is because, like, I just, like... Imagine, like, yeah, that would have been something there. Like, no. That, like, I thought that was just going to be an invisible wall, but, like, no, apparently it was, like, a real thing. Maybe like explore like some of the stuff, because like Super Paper Mario is also a video game that I kind of wish more video games kind of like adopted some like ideas from. Because Thousand Year Door is great, but Super Paper Mario gets like no credit for like how good it makes its game. And especially the storyline, like, holy shit, like, the Super Paper Mario story is kind of one of the more convoluted, like, Kingdom Hearts type of storylines, but it is still good. It is still, like, really good. So is there a boss nearby, or is this just here because, we traveled a long way, we haven't gotten any healing? Because if that's the case, like, yeah, this is not gonna do much. I kind of wish we had, like, a big frozen IOE type of thing. We'll do frozen drill here. X, X, up, X, down, up. Nice. That took both of their turns. What if I give KABU back his turn? Can he do that move again? Well, okay, so... It's so weird. Because, like, I don't know how to exactly feel about it. It's odd. Alright, let me, just do some damage here. Huh? That... Oh, right. Because he wasted his turn. I was about to be like, huh, what do you mean it does 2 damage? That's defense up. Because then the second attack. Fuck. Alright. So back to KABU. KABU, deal him 2. Yeah, I mean, that's probably the only issue I would probably have. Because Super Paper Mario Thousand Year Door, Super Paper Mario has this issue too, because that's in every like video game iteration of this kind of system of cooking. If there's a cooking system, you're gonna be very sure that like the cooking system is way better than like just buying the items spare. Like, bro, you can make a fire flower into an emergency ration, and an emergency ration in Super Paper Mario, it is the best healing item for the 100 Pits of Trials. It heals you 50 while you're in the 100 Pits of Trials. Space food, which is made out of like, I forget what it was, but like space food itself is like one of the best like healing items for outer space, because it heals you a lot because you're in outer space. They're like contextual items for certain areas. Kind of wish this game had that. If this game had that kind of system in place, it would make kind of like item farming for certain areas a lot simpler and a lot cheaper. Would make a lot more sense too. And like keep the prices high for specifically just badges or upgrades for your characters that kind of need that kind of stuff. Like keep those prices really high, but keep the items you need for like accessing levels and keeping yourself topped up kind of low with systems like, you know, the emergency ration, the space food. There's a lot of these items. Hold on, let me pull up like the Paper Mario wiki. Paper Mario, Super Paper Mario, cooking items, space food. Super Mario wiki, space food. Okay, so here it is. Space food replenishes 5 HP. Now astronauts fills 10 HP and cures poison. Now not just for astronauts, fills it, but when outer space. Okay, here it is. Let's see here. Space food and the emergency ration are the only items in Paper Mario that heal different amounts of HP depending on the player's location. Conventionally, they both heal 10 HP normally. The Lilac Shroom Shake is one of their ingredients. Heals 50 HP in their respective areas. And again, like, the emergency ration heals 50 HP while in the 100% trials. Like, I kind of wish this game had that, because it would bring down the cost of, like, a lot of the food items in this game, but it would also, like, boost up a lot of, like, the existing items to kind of be in this whole, like, tactical position. Again, there's only 2 items in the game that do that, but they're, like, 2 of the best items in the game because of, like, their just application when it comes to hard mode areas, except for, like, space food. That one is, probably not. The only one would be the emergency ration, and again, it makes the emergency ration one of the best items in the game, because you don't need to heal a superficial, like, large amount. All you need to do is just make sure you're doing your best in these scenarios. Oh, would you look at that? Like, you don't need to, like, be super, like, well, off whenever you're like super healing yourself, because all you need to focus on is specifically the combat and make sure you're doing well in the combat so you can replenish your resources afterwards. It kind of teeters in this whole system of like a weird defensive like design of video games, Because, like, what I'm thinking about and what, like, I'm presenting to you guys is an idea of, like, how to balance combat in a game. But the same thing could be said about, like, a video game that does it, like... Oh, this is going to be a hard way to explain it. It's the same kind of reasoning that people, like, design something like the healing from Super Paper Mario, not Super Paper Mario, Battle Network 1. In Battle Network 1, if you don't know, there is a combat move in, like, no, okay, I'm getting my words all mixed up. In Mega Man Battle Network 1, after every combat, you healed. After every fight, you healed. And no matter what the scenario was, you will heal after every fight. And that, to me, is kind of like astonishing, because it makes the entirety of combat super trivial. No matter what fight you get into, you'll always be the best possible, best prepared for every combat encounter. And it literally makes every combat encounter, like, completely, like, super simplified. You don't need to worry about combat, you don't need to worry about scenarios where you need to fight back. You just need to make sure that you're at full health at all times, and just have the best cards in your deck ready for, like, a combat scenario in Mega Man Battle Network. And in Mega Man Battle Network 1, the best weapon in the game is the Buster. So that is a bit of, like, a misnomer of, like, how good a weapon needs to be for a scenario. But in that same design, it kind of makes the entirety of combat seem super trivial. Which is why, like, systems of, like, general healing that could be simpler are, like, easy and good for, like, general combat. Because if you get reckless, then you put yourself in danger. But if you don't get reckless, then you have this sense of, like, you're thinking and strategizing your way around this area. Because right now, my way of strategizing in this area is to use my items as little as possible and save them specifically for boss encounters. Because boss encounters is where the challenge is. And I need to make sure I'm like, gaining enough resources from battling, getting enough money from battling, because I could buy the next, like, tier of resources that goes up, that heal me better in my TP scenarios, and can heal me for a lot more during the next combat scenario. Or let me buy, like, a badge that is going to help me in general during the next fight. And I think that is more important in a fight for me in, like, this kind of game. Because I don't think, fuck, hell. Oh my lord, how did you get me underground? I always mistime that. Nice. Nice. Gotta kill this guy. He's dead. Let me see here. Switch over to KABU. KABU. Hit him upside. Gotta wait for the shing. Gotta wait for the shing. Oh, that paralyzes everyone. Okay. Well, that was, astonishingly painful. Hey, we're getting back to the healing thing, trust me. But yeah, as you could possibly see, this is why the combat doesn't count. Like, the danger of the video game is, like, doing something badly. And it's not that, like, the combat encounter is hard. It's more like failing the combat encounter is kind of your punishment from all that. Because as you could currently see, my biggest, like, issue now is making it back to the healing spot so I can heal back all my lost and HP and TP. Just so I can get ready for the next combat encounter. Because, like you see, there's a lot, like, a leaf over there. That's our next combat encounter. We don't need to fight him, but we could do it for, like, a few more resources and stuff. Like, I kind of wish there was, like, an item in this game that is just like a portable cook, or like a kiln or some. Maybe they'll add a party member in the future if they make a sequel for this game. Of, like, hey, maybe you just need a good healing spot, so here's a cook character that'll just join you whenever you're near a camp. Let's talk to Venus. We didn't talk to Venus here.
This place is daunting, isn't it? I hope my help carries you a little bit.
Well, I thought, like, she would have more conversation on that. Alright, let's hop on the lily pads.
I thought you would hate the risk of falling in the water.
We do. Just trying to make things fun. It's really, concerning how V is just, like, kind of being the optimist in this scenario, while, KABU's being a downer most of the time. Because most of the time it's V being the downer. Understandable, though. Like, he's very serious in this moment, and he doesn't seem like he's being much of a nice guy in this place, so kind of understandable why he's acting this way, and why V would feel like the need of being nicer in this scenario. Yeah, I'm not fighting anymore. Like, I think we've done enough fights. Perfect. Flip this. I should activate the elevator now, right? Yeah. A lot of grass in this area, I will say that. Hmm. There we go. But yeah, that would be the only thing I would probably add in this video game. I would say. Hmm. What if I do... dash through into, that? I mean, it would be interesting, right? I think we're just gonna do, like, the general thing we always do. Frigid Coffin into, like, hard charge. Well, not hard charge. You know what I mean. Ooh, that one kind of missed, but it still did a decent amount of damage. I hit the wrong button. As you could possibly imagine. He has 1 HP. I could probably hit the guy in the back, honestly. So I have to turn back to Leaf. Leaf, use Frigid Coffin on the guy in the back. Didn't do any damage, but that's fine. Our little baby has this. Got him. +3 on each every stat. Oh no. That's what I feared. Yikes. Yikes on that one. That's a huge yikes on me. Holy shit. That does kill though. It's a big yikes. Holy shit. So back to Leaf. Leaf, try using Frigid Coffin again on this guy in the front. This is why, like, Leaf is our main damage dealer, because he just... Oh my god, come on. Why am I so bad at this? That did 1 damage. Hope it does damage. No. Well, that's sad. Got the perfect block on that one. That is just not the right button. I'm just gonna keep missing those. I'm gonna just keep missing those every time. I'm not good at those. I'm not good. Kinda wish I was. So back to KABU. KABU hit him with like a horn flip. Man, those are like... I don't know why it's so hard for me to like land those. It's not like it's super hard. It's just not very simple. Clear water. Let's go back a little bit. Now, I don't think that's where the healing is, because the healing is, like, past this little place over here. So past this way. How far is it from here? Yikes, it might be a little bit too far. We might actually have to go to the top area to get healing. It might be a little bit too far for me to, like, kind of make it over there. So let's go the other way, just to make sure we can get healing a lot better. Because, yeah, that took a lot of TP out of us. like almost 20... Yeah, it actually took over 20 MP. Damn. There it is. What else could I possibly add in a game like this? I mean, this game's already, like, very good on its own. I don't think I want to add more to it, but if I had to add something to it, is maybe, like, more possible conversation about, like, possible bug species that exist in this world. Thinking of, like... Well, we've already established, like, what, I mean, I don't know, we haven't seen all the bug, like, species. Maybe there's some species that I haven't seen that I would like to see that I probably have not had, like, a good conversation on. Because we have beetles, but, like, there's so many different types of beetles that, like, you can't really consolidate all beetles to be, like, one species. Because, yes, there are Hercules, but what about, like, the regular rhino beetles, the stag beetles, the different types of, like, desert beetles, the blue, like, there's like multiple types of beetles that like this game can kind of explore, and the whole concept of like just bugs themselves, because like there's even like huge amounts of like moths. Like think about this: the legend of the Atlas moth, the moth that carries the world, or like the Atlas beetle, or like the famous titans of Bulgaria, the Atlas beetle, the Atlas moth, and like the Atlas mantis, something like that. I don't know if there's the like there is an Atlas mantis, but I know there is an Atlas beetle, and I know there's like an Atlas moth. So like the legend of like the king, not the kings of Bulgaria, the titans of Bulgaria, a species of bug that is just so powerful that almost no one knows of the legend. Everyone just assumes that like the legend of the titans is just that, like a legend spoken only by like hush word of mouth. And it's kind of odd because like I would love to explore that topic of like, you know, the titans of Bulgaria or something like that. Hey, it would be a cool combat encounter, but it also would make like an interesting story of like what if they were docile bugs that you just had to like conversate with. Like I'd like to challenge you. Are you the Titan? And you would like meet up with the Titan Atlas, and he would just be like, yes, my name is Hercules. Or I guess his name wouldn't be Hercules. It would be something like, because it would be like he would be the species of Atlas beetle, but there is something called the Hercules beetle that already exists. So we have to use this enemy. I just realized it. Yeah, I just realized it. And I wasted a blessing on this fight. But yeah, like, just like, wouldn't that be interesting? I think it would be interesting to kind of explore that, personally. I mean, what do you think? Like, these are why conversational topics are, like, put up in display, because so you guys can, like, have a conversation and speak about these kind of topics, because I'm curious of what you think, and aren't you curious what I think, too? I think we all are. A little curious. What do we do here? Oh, I think I understand what we have to do here. Weirdly, I think we have to move that ice cube to the actual elevator. Yeah, I see. Damn. This is gonna be like a very hard, like, little puzzle here. Okay, I gotta dodge Timmy over there, too. Alright, let us up. Let us up, little buddy. Well, thank you, little buddy. There we go. Now I put it over here. This brings this bridge, but what happens if I push this switch? Huh, I'm not sure. I'm far too curious. Because like, that's the way to go, but like, what about this little one over here? Oh, what is that? Because now it's getting interesting. Like, what elevator does that lead to? What? Damn. All right. Like, all right. We'll do it the normal way. We'll do it the normal way. Game is punishing me. Fuck off. You're annoying me. Just want to do that just because he was just there. I gotta use the bathroom soon enough. I've been, like, having to, like, use the bathroom a lot during these recordings, weirdly enough. Move this over here. Head on the elevator all the way past there. This place is kind of like... Oh my god, again with the Achinos. Keep missing that every time. Yeah, we're not sticking around this fight. Yeah, I'd rather not do that fight. Just rather not. There is a path over here and there's a path up. We'll go in the path up real quick. That is the path back. That is the path right back. Dodge him, dodge him, dodge him. Alright, this way. Okay, I think we're out here. Yep. Well, I don't want to touch that red mushroom. I mean, I kind of do, but, like, kind of want to save first. Well, there's Maki. How long have we been playing for? Hold on. Oh, 51 minutes. I probably could call it here. Maki, no, you're right. I'm fine. It was a light bruise. They should be up soon, though. They're everywhere, aren't they? So persistent. You're still injured, so let us handle this first. Yeah, we'll knock them out in record time. Stay cautious, team. Stay fast. Something doesn't feel right. This feeling. Let's go on ahead. KABU, you're trembling. Don't be reckless. It's not over until we're out of here. You stay there, Maki. We'll clear the area ahead. Oh, this is a setup, isn't it? Oh, this is a very much a setup. Alright. For all of you, like, hoping that we would find him this match, because I'm thinking, like, this is going to be the boss. Like, the big thing we keep seeing in the background. But, yeah, we're not doing it this episode. I think we're going to be doing the next episode. Definitely with, like, Maki over here. What do they have to say? Maki's quite formidable. I do wish he would still fight alongside us. Let's show him we've got grown since our fight. Kinda sad we missed it. Maki's alright. Thank goodness. There's a welcome body up ahead. Let's give it to them. I'll be waiting for this. Alright. We'll do a little bit of a save here. And, yeah. This will definitely be, like, where we come back from. Because, I'm having a feeling it's going to take more than one try to do this fight. But thank you for watching, though. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of this little thing. I am going to probably heal before we add through the fight. But for now, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Thanks for having fun. I hope you guys had a nice time spending your time here. But if you didn't, do speak out and tell me in the comments what you think I should probably improve on. But for how it is right now, I think I enjoyed my time here. I enjoyed what we did here, and I'll definitely enjoy what we continue from do here. So I hope you guys had fun. I had fun. And I'll see you all there in the next episode. Alright? You've all been very lovely. Okay? Goodbye, everyone. And let's hope KABU doesn't lose his head over this.